Hello fellow YouTubers, we're back with a video. Sorry it's been a minute. Here's my granddaughter. I don't know if she's a little small, it's hard to see her. There she is. We're going to be working on a little bench for the wife today. Today's Sunday. We had a good sermon at church today. I always like to give a verse. Be on fire for Jesus. Revelations, what is it, 5:15 I believe? 5:15. Right here. Oh, I'm sorry, 3:15. Be on fire for Jesus. Got to do that. I was sitting here. We had some little mishaps. We ended up at Menards, and I lost my keys. And I'm like, good Lord, I'm trying to figure out how we going to get home. I walked that store for 5 hours, didn't find our keys, and my wife gives me a call back and says, well, have you tried, honey? Let's try a locksmith and see. And then get you some keys. Well, it was well after 10:30. He showed up and programmed me a new key, and
yeah, the first one didn't work.
It didn't work, and found out it was a remote car start issue, and he finally got it fixed and on our way. See, the Lord provides, finds you ways, Might have lost my keys, it might have been bad, but he got us home, and that's all that matters. But as far as moving on from there, we're going to be working on this bench right here. You all can see it. Not a bench, it's a little table my wife been wanting. We had an L shape I built her out of this originally, and she wanted just a little bit for my granddaughter. We ended up putting it in her room for her computer and stuff, so she has, and it was just, having all this was just too big, so we just separated it. So what I'm going to do is add a piece into this, put some legs on it for. I might put some fancy designs, maybe even we'll be putting a drawer in it, and you can follow as long as we do that. I'm basically going to cover this with a 2x4 and screw that down.
Can I help you?
And possibly stain that. And the shop's in a little disarray again, guys. We had some stuff going on, like I said. My computer business, I'm working with a new client, so he's been a good friend of mine. I went to school with him, and he also does computers, and he offered me some work, so we're going to start working together as far as that again. So, and we got some sales going on. I got to get some phone calls made. No, kind of boring things. I don't want to bore you with that kind of detail, but at the same time, I want to get this up and going. We were able to pick up some OSB, another little mishap. So I had my buddy's truck loaded up because I couldn't find my keys at the time. And we had 5 bags of concrete, some OSB, because I'm going to be building a fence. We're building our whole fence out there, and I'll tell you a little story. How the Lord works, and works wonderful for you. His blessings are phenomenal. So I'm like, so I get the concrete and the wood, we're coming home, and the whole load blows out the back. Only thing, wait. The only thing is, I got all the picket fences over here. I don't know if you can see them all there. You can see them all up over here. Those didn't come out, just everything else. We never did find one of the OSB slabs and my concrete bags. We went all back from where we live back to Finley to Menards, and we didn't find no concrete, and we were missing one of our boards. We don't know if somebody decided, hey, there's some concrete and a board, let's grab what we can and go, But as far as that, so I was trying to figure out, I can get some more concrete. It's like $4 a bag, ain't too bad. I had an old bed I tore down. My grandson's autistic, so we had to build him a frame in, so he can't get out, get into things, climb on stuff. He's a daredevil, but it keeps him. It's a secure bed that kept him safe. But we decided that he started figuring a way to climb the top of the thing. I ain't building the roof on the top of it. It's be too much like caging my grandson, and that's not even right. So I know they have them special beds that are all blocked in where he can't get out. So he's not an animal, he's a child, and I love him, and he should be able to run and do as a little kid does. So we've redone the room in there, and he gets his clothes in his drawers, gets his clothes out. autistic kids, they do some weird things at times, and you just gotta figure out how to teach them, you know, right from wrong and not to do certain things. And he's smart, he's learning, and we're teaching him. I'm finally getting him to learn to eat not like a caveman with a spoon, so. But anyway, I got the boards off that, so I was trying to figure out how to get the fencing to build, because you got to have the rails up to nail your fencing into, so you can put your fencing against your 4x4s or 2x. What I'm using just 2x2s. We just got 3 small dogs. I don't have any shepherds or pits. I used to have a pit. We don't have him anymore, so they're not going to be able to get through that fence. So at the same time, I tore that bed down and got some extra wood, because I do have wood here. That's for my kitchen. When we finally get started on that, I've been talking a lot about getting started on that. And just a lot of, with that, the computer business takes up time, because you're constantly online, putting stuff online to sell, and electronics and whatnot. And then, you know, sometimes we're putting computers together and selling those. And we were actually getting ready to start building custom gaming rigs. So I don't know when that's going to take shape, but me and my brother's going to be handling that. So I don't know what we're going to build as far as video cards and RAM and chips and all that. That'll be something that whatever the cheapest custom build rig we can build that's going to be for modern gaming, that'll be able to play whatever you want to play, but under a budget where it's affordable for, not everybody can afford thousands of dollars for a computer, so we want it to be affordable for even the less fortunate. So, and God says when you have a little, get forward, you know, pay it forward. So that's what we like to do. I've actually, on Christmas, when I got laptops in, I'd build them and got them going, and we'd give one free one away or something to a kid that needed it, or a teen or whatever, for Christmas, and we'd give it to them. So paying it forward. So, but that being said, I want to get started on this. I'm going to move this toolbox, get it back where it goes. I can set it there for temporarily. We're going to be starting on this here. I want to get under, I'm guessing tomorrow, we're going to be putting supports in this. I'm going to be working on this tomorrow in the morning. Excuse me, my lungs. So I'm going to have to move my saw down. I'm going to have to move my heater out of here. I got salamander down there. It runs. My brother's got to do some work on it. That heats up and keeps us pretty decent. So in the winter, I mean, it's probably between 65 degrees in here when it's really cold out, and 65 is livable. I mean, I'm not going to freeze to death. So with that being said, let's get to this and get it going. Move this toolbox so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me get this out of the way. I'll be back here in a second. Alrighty. So here it is. I think we'll just do it on this table saw for now. I got my bench right now, so and I got, like I said, it's, you see how it's, see if you can see how it's bowed. Oh, this thing. Let's move it around so you guys can get an idea. I got a lot of stuff I had going on. The bows right here, this area right around here is bowed. So once we put the supports in, you'll be able to see, what's going on with that. Like I said, we're gonna OSB over it, put supports in, and then we're gonna put I've got this right here. It's a flooring, but I use the same thing over here. I tried nailing the first one down, and I ended up gluing this one down, and I realized that my other gun is a little too powerful, and I went to my smaller finishing gun, and it does really good. So I'll just be able to tack them all down, and they'll stay in place and be all right. And then we're going to cover that, so I'll have two of my benches will be the same. Kind of keeping things matched up a little bit. I mean, I didn't intend it that way, but I was going to do a gray over here, but I figured it looked neater if everything's kind of matching. Or I thought doing so much in orange and the rest in my gray, stuff cutting it down to put the gray flooring in, kind of orange gray. I think that'd be kind of neat. I kind of did the same thing over here, got the gray and the orange. So now I'll show you that in a little while. But like I said, I want to get a 2x4 cut. I'm going to get this measured, see what we need to go across this. Looks like I'm a little off over here. I don't know how that happened. Okay. So we're looking at 16 3/4. So I don't know if I want to put one of these on. Kind of even that up. No, I think I may have to go with the 2x4. This was cut back. It's not going to be what I do. Let's see what this is. Yeah, that's probably going to be, then I'll stain this, and then what will happen is I can put, I'm trying to figure out how we, that's a lot longer, I'll be able to put some legs on this and get it where I need it. A lot of stuff I do, I don't really set and take, now when I my books, I don't know where it's at. It was Braylon. Bring me my book, my Bray. Hold on, she ran off with my clipboard. Got all my notes. So what I do is when I build, a lot of stuff just in my head. What I like about it is I build something, I never know where we're headed or what direction, and it always turns out neat, nice. And I just look at stuff and think, what would that look like? Or, you know, I don't really copy it much. Like, I'll see ideas out and I'll put my own twist on it. So I don't like to really copy anybody as far as their stuff. I mean, I've come close, but I always try to put my own little twist in it so it's more mine and I'm not, you know, taking somebody else's. I don't know if that's, I mean, I'm sure people do it, but I try to just give my own little twist. But a lot of times I'll just start building, and like I had some old wood laying down and my mom was wanting a bread box, and I had this old table that had a flip top on it, and I just threw some wood together, an old dresser, tore it down, and built this thing. Had fancy handles, and when I was done with it, turned out awesome. I just, and my mom loved it. She said and I painted it red for her because she liked red. Put little designs in the front. She really liked it, and everybody, she said, came over and wanted to know where she got it. They wanted one. So yeah. Where's my clipboard?
I have it.
I need it because I have my notes in there. You don't run off with pap stuff, silly kid. So anyway, I'm going to cut this down. I don't have, do I have a, yes I do. Yep. So I need this cut down. It looks a little warped. It'll have to be 16 3/4 is about what I said. If not, we can always cut it back. I'd rather be over than under, right? And always double check your work, like I always say. You want to double check it because you don't, like I said, we know how the wood thing is. It ain't cheap. Actually, ain't doing too bad because I was able to, I was paying $14 a sheet for OSB. It's down to $10 a sheet, so that's really good. So wood's coming around a little bit. I know the forest fire stuff affect that, with, you know, things like that, but it's just after this whole COVID thing, my honest opinion, I don't need the pen. A lot of gouging going on, and I mean, using something like that to gain prices. I think these whole price range that they have in these stores and food, I don't want to get into politics and none of that, but it's just a bunch of gouging and it's a bunch of baloney. The way stores are charging outrageous prices. Poor people going hungry and stuff, even worse, because they want to charge ridiculous prices. Kroger's and Walmart, and you know, there's a place, I know there's a place here out in Lima, Ohio. I can't think of the name. I can never remember. Sites, I think it is. There it is. That they sell good food, just labels the wrong stuff. And I had a friend go out there and say he could fill $150 fills up a whole grocery cart. So, I mean, good for them, you know. So, but anyway, let's get back to this and get this cut. And we'll see. All we're going to do is drill some holes, drill it into this, and then we're going to start adding some legs. What I think I'm going to do is cut the 2x4 down. I was thinking about doing a round over, or you know, like a round square type deal. And I think I'm going to put little feet on the end of it, design them so they're kind of neat. And I might use the oscillator to do some designs in these legs, and then we'll sand and stain them, and I think it'll be nice. So if you bear with us, stay with us, and we'll continue to work on this thing. And I'll try to turn this. You can see we're going to be cutting this down. I might use this for the legs, because we're not using a whole lot of it. I got to measure this how long with. Let me put that there. All right. You guys can see my saw, hopefully. We're going to be cutting this down. Honey, when I'm ready. It's not easy to do this stuff. Because you said you wanted to be out here. I will drill the holes and you can screw some stuff. You're not messing with any dangerous stuff right now. You're still a little bit young to it. Oh! Yeah, you don't want that. That's pretty bad. Yeah, because I tried talking to her and trying to start white. That's a good one. Yeah, you definitely got to be careful. You don't definitely want to.
I said, keep it rolling on. Keep it rolling on. Keep it rolling on. Keep it rolling on.
Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Let's turn this. See where we're at here. Turn this back around. I'll probably have to cut this again, because it overlapped over here. So we need to cut it there. Yeah, we're just gonna just grab a board, anything you can to keep it straight. I have a straight edge somewhere around here. I don't feel like looking for it. I'll just use it's a little metal thing. Just gotta keep it straight as you can and just run your line across.
Are you gonna be using this?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep this. I wish there had a way to run this camera. I'm kind of by myself, so
I could try to help you.
I'm the only one that runs can run the camera when I move it on.
I can help you. It's just I have to dump.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna set this
Wait,
on here. That's all right. That'll work. I think I'm going to put some little designs here. And if this don't, I mean, you can just, you don't have to mark it out. I just,
Can
little designs here on the bottom.
I clean
What?
The shop.
Yeah, you can clean up, honey. I don't care. Just let's go over to the oscillating sander. Oh, I'll have to move. Give me a minute. Let me move this stuff out of the way. We'll go over to the oscillator. And like I said, the shop's a little disarray again. We're going to be getting that taken care of. Yeah, let me take you all over here. I got that board moved. Like I said, my shop's a little disarray again because I've been doing, I gotta get that shelf built for her too for the front room, but all right, let me turn this around. So this is my oscillating sander. It's a little messy. I don't remember using this. So, give me 1 second. I know. Just be careful with that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and we just grind the edge in here. Spin it and roll it. You just gotta spin it. Put on the, you can make it as wide as you want. Idea, gives it a little, you go on to the next one, and basically do the same thing. They don't have to be perfect or aligned or any of that stuff. You're just giving it some, just like a little design. This thing is always in my way. I don't have it fastened down because you can't somehow. I gotta get some stuff figured out in the shop. It definitely needs some more organization. Should be wearing my dust mask. Fine, dust can't be good for your lungs. Like I said, you're just giving it some character. They don't have to be perfect. I'm going to be learning because, like I said, all this stuff's new. I got to figure out how to edit this and cut out stuff. I don't want to put, I mean, this is all we're doing on this. I think I'll stop the video, y'all, for now. I appreciate you watching. I'll get back and show you what we've done with this. And we'll get through this part of it. And I'll get it stained and sanded. We'll show you what this piece looks like when it's all said and done. And then we'll be attaching it and all that. God bless you all. Be safe. Thank you for watching. Hope you'll come back, like and subscribe to the channel if you will. It helps the channel. Thank you so much.